of the exercise. The county government has taken note of the same and the concerns from the affected business community, and it is addressing them.
Finally, leaders from pastoralist communities have called on the government to create a favorable learning environment for children who they say are disadvantaged due to insecurity in the region.
Jameni, tuweka amani. Hakuna kitu muhimu, kwa sababu nimeambiwa hapa mumezingatia mambo 3 muhimu. Moja yao ikiwa ni amani. Kila mtu ainue mkono juu na kusema amani idumu. Tusema amani idumu.
A section of Kenya Kwanza leaders are accusing opposition chief Raila Odinga of economic sabotage for calling for anti-government protests led by UDA Party Secretary General Cleophas Malala. The leaders want the Azimio leader held responsible for the destruction and damage of properties caused during the Sabasaba mass protests.
Speaking during a UDA mass registration drive in Garsen constituency, Tana River County, President William Ruto's allies accused opposition leader Raila Odinga of economic sabotage, saying the government would not take his threats lightly. Led by UDA Party Secretary General Cleophas Malala, the leader said the government will not continue to tolerate an opposition that is spearheading what they have termed as an economic downfall caused by disruption and destruction of property during unrest.
Kwa nini wapinzani wanampinga Ruto? Kwa sababu wanajua hii program vile ameanza itafaulu. Kwa hivyo wanapiga kelele ili Ruto asitekeleze mipango yake, aonekane amefeli.
Tungependa kuambia Raila, fujo ambayo unaleta hapa, kutokuheshimu sheria ambayo unafanya, tunazidi kukuvumilia, lakini karibu tunafika mwisho. Na ningependa kukuambia kwamba ukiendelea kuharibu mali ya wananchi hapa Kenya, wewe Raila, ukiendelea kufukuza watalii hapa Kenya, ukiendelea kutumia vijana wetu vibaya paka wanaaga dunia. Jana tumeona vijana wamebubujika na damu kabisa. Raila Odinga, you are not above the law.
Malala also scoffed at the opposition's signature collection drive.
Ati anaanza kuokota zile signatures za kumuondoa rais wetu. Mimi ningependa kuambia Raila kwamba you cannot do the same thing the same way and expect different results.
Meanwhile, former NEMA director Samuel Nyangesu has condemned Friday's Sabasaba protest. Presiding over a special offering occasion at Nyakongo SDA Church in Borabu Sub-County, the former director criticized the manner in which the demonstrations were conducted in Nairobi and Kisii counties.
Lakini yale yalifanyika ukule, nataka kuambia mwanake ni wa Kisii wote ya kwamba tusirudie mambo kama yale, kwa sababu ukichoma ram barabara hiyo ni wewe utapita huko, sio mtu mwingine. Ukichomea mama ile mahali anakaa, tukipiga magari za ndugu zetu mawe, yale sio mambo ya kupendeza.
He called on the church leaders to pray for the country to have peace.
You're watching the Lunchtime News. We are taking our first commercial break. We'll be back with more. Stay with us.
What's that?
I brought you a small bonus.
Bonus for what?
You got us 299 family dinners, 64 kisses on the cheek, 12 road trips to see grandma, 42 jokes from daddy, 49 laughs from mommy.
In over 60 years of dealing with numbers, we've learned that the numbers that matter the most to you are the ones that matter the most to us. NCBA Bank. Go for it.
They are deadly, venomous, predators that strike their prey with precision.
The sight of these reptiles triggers a natural instinct to flee or strike.
This is how you can tame a snake.
But for Raphael Edapao, the sight of snakes evokes a different emotion.
This is a juvenile python.
Join Sheila Kayaro Yogo this Sunday and Monday, the 9th and 10th of July at 9 p.m. for My Day with the Snake Man, only on KBC Channel 1.
새끼 이거 너 같이 하니 이 새끼들 다 어디 갔어 이 새끼 안 열.
뭐해 빨리 체포해. 선생님 이쪽으로.
죄송합니다.
혹시 우리가 모르는 적이 나타난 건 아닐까요?
내가 알아보고 처리하죠.
하지 않으셨습니다. 아무리 기회를 줘도 회개하지 않는 악인들에겐 불변을 내리셨습니다.
예, 그렇지요. 소돔과 고모라에는 유황불이 떨어졌고 완고했던 파라오는 자기 마당들을 잃었습니다.
Thank you for staying with us. You're watching the Lunchtime News. Welcome back. Now, local leaders and residents in Kuria West Migori County have condemned the brewing of illicit liquor in the area following a recent incident that has claimed the lives of 12 people and left others blind. The leaders, led by Tagari Ward Representative Moses Maigwa, say time has come for a collective decision to be made to eradicate the menace. Irate residents of Kubwewe descended on a house alleged to be of a brewer and razed it down, making away with household property and even destroying food crops in the farm. Migori County is said to shoulder the hospital, mortuary and funeral expenses for the victims.
Ningependa kuomba wale ambao wamepewa nafasi ya kuhakikisha ya kwamba wananchi wanakaa wakiwa na security katika hii area, akiwemo assistant chief, wakiwemo ma chiefs, wakiwa ACC na DCC na hiyo hierarchy yote mpaka huko kwa national. Sisi wote tunajua ya kwamba pombe ambayo inatengenezwa huku ni haramu, imepigwa marufuku na serikali. Kwa hivyo tunataka kuwapea notice ya kwamba wafanye kazi yao, wachukue majukumu. Kama pombe ni haramu, hizo pombe ziziuzwe katika hizi maeneo.
Chukua jukumu letu hasa kuhakikisha kwamba tunaangamiza watu ambao wanatengeneza hizo pombe haramu. Na ukiangalia kwa sasa hivi kama wale watu ambao wako kwa hospitali, na sisi hasa sana ambao tunahangaika sana na wale ambao wameuawa, hiyo ni kitu ambacho inadhudi zaidi sana wananchi hapa tukio.
Hundreds of Catholic men in Kiambu County came together in a song competition festival aimed at promoting unity among men and the family at large. Riara Parish Men's moderator James Mukami said male gender plays a pivotal role in a family as a pillar and challenged the men to embrace it wholeheartedly.
Catholic Men Association, drawn from several parishes in Kiambu County, joined together to have fun as well as participate in a song competition. The festival doubled as a way of uniting and having time for men to interact and share as family.
Hata kama tunashidana, ni ile hali ya kutekeleza ile mpangilio wa Archdiocese of Nairobi, tushirikiane kwa maombi, tupelekane safari moja.
According to Riara Parish CMA moderator James Mukami, the coming together of the men was a good gesture of showing a new significance and a new face to the society.
Kama Kiambu, kama tuseme hapa kama Tinganga Parish, tumeona wazee wameshikana vizuri, wamekuja pamoja kutoka vijiji tofauti. Ningesema hiyo mambo ya kushirikiana nimeyaona kwa hii hafla ya leo.
His sentiments were echoed by men from different parishes.
Tumekuwa na haya mashindano ambayo si mashindano tu, bali
ni kuleta wanaume pamoja kwa hii dekania ya Kiambu, na pia tulikuwa tumejumuishwa pamoja na dekania ya Githunguri.
Haswa kukutana na wanaume, tusherekee, tujuane, tupate marafiki wapya, na pia tucheze wimbo yenye inashikanisha wanaume.
Furahia kukuwa na katika hii shirika na kuwa na ushirikiano na wazee wote katika Youth Station, katika parokia na katika dinari mzima ya Kiambu.
As per the performance, the top 3 winners managed to go home with trophies and certificates of participation. Kiambu Parish emerges number 1, followed by Tinganga Parish, and the third runners-up was Riara Parish. 6 parishes will go to the next level to compete for zones before they head to the Archdiocese level. Pauline Nasimil for Lunchtime News.
Security agencies from both Kenya and Uganda held a consultative meeting in Uganda on how they will solve the constant harassment of Kenyan fishermen by Ugandan officers. The meeting follows the death of 2 Kenyan fishermen who were allegedly shot by Uganda Defense Forces in Lake Victoria in Budalangi, Busia County 5 days ago. Acting Busia County Commissioner Kipchumba Ruto and his Ugandan counterpart Michael Kibweka say investigations have commenced with collaboration from both Kenya and Uganda officers to establish the root cause of the scuffle that claimed the 2 lives. The Ugandan officers who shot the fishermen have since been arrested.
We are sensitizing our people through public baraza, through the management, that is the fish management units, to make sure they get everything right so that they don't violate the Ugandan law on matters fishing and other laws.
We have agreed as the security committees from the 3 entities that every quarter we shall be sitting to review our performance, and where we identify a challenge, we mitigate, we come up with measures, interventions that can arrest such situations. So, first of all, we have agreed, and we shall continue to agree, that illegal fishing is a crime.
Ruiru Member of Parliament Simon Kingara now wants the National Government Constituencies Development Fund increased to cope with the rising population and the cost of living. Speaking in Ruiru when he disbursed a bursary worth 75 million shillings to over 21,000 secondary school, college and university students, Kingara at the same time said the CDF allocations should be based on the population. The MP lamented that his constituency, which has a population of over 700,000 residents and 100,000 learners in various institutions, was receiving the same amount of bursary allocation as constituencies that have less population.
Mgao wa pesa za serikali hasa NGCDF money inatokana na maeneo bunge. Lakini ukiangalia eneo bunge la Ruiru ni kama maeneo bunge mawili. Kwa hivyo ombi langu mambo ni mawili. Aidha eneo likatwe mara mbili au kiwango cha NGCDF kiongezwe maradufu.
Tumekuwa watu wengi sana. At least nini Ruiru tuongezewe pesa juu tuko watu wengi sana.
Na kwa ukweli hata yale tulikuwa tunatarajia tumepata zaidi ya matarajio yetu. Tunashukuru Mungu sana kwa hayo, na tukiomba ya kwamba serikali kuu ituangalie sana kwa sababu Ruiru constituency iko na watu wengi sana.
Education stakeholders in the county of Kajiado have held a crisis meeting over the worrying education standards in the region. Poor infrastructure in schools, lack of learning materials and teachers shortage were identified as major challenges for schools in Kajiado County. Statistics released recently by the Ministry of Education show Kajiado County has been performing dismally in national examinations. The area governor Joseph Olelenku has, however, reiterated his administration's commitment to boosting education standards in the area.
And get results.
The objective of this conversation is for us to accept that things are falling apart. And we are no longer at peace. Even when we pretend to be quiet and familiar and all that, it is eating us deep inside because we know the truth. And we have an obligation to it. And somehow we have all failed.
As you are in a secondary school, you will receive capitation. So I think the only thing we need to do is to assist you to ensure that you enter the right protocol during even in the process of re-entry. That's what we do. All learners that we enter are sometimes over age, and there is a way to recapture them.
Residents with low income in Kilifi County have a reason to smile after the county government launched a special SACCO that will provide financial services, business and house construction loans. Funguo Yetu SACCO, which was launched by Deputy Governor Flora Chibule in Kanamai area, aims to cater for locals who cannot access financial facilities due to poverty. The Deputy Governor urged the locals to join SACCOs and cooperatives to enhance their economic status.
Ndani ya miezi 10 toka uongozi tumeanza, tumeweza kuzindua SACCOs 45, 9 zikiwa BMUs, Beach Management Units, 13 zikiwa za bodaboda, na tayari bodaboda 600 tayari zishahamasishwa.
Kupitia memba yeyote, vikundi vyovyote vilivyo katika Funguo Yetu SACCO vitakuwa na uwezo wa kuaccess funding ama loans kupitia ambayo inaitwa Wezesha Fund, ambapo watakuwa wanapewa kufikia mara 5 ya savings zao.
Kuna hiyo project ya manyumba. Mimi kama fundi nikiwa nalipo pale, hata kama ni pesa nimepata 1000 yangu, ninaweza wekeza kwa SACCO 200 kila siku, ile 800 nikajikimu. Hiyo 200 inaweza nisaidia kupata loan na nikajengewa hata nyumba ama nikaendeleza na biashara zangu.
All right, thank you for keeping it KBC Channel 1. Time for sports. African football legends Asamoah Gyan, Alex Song, Anthony Baffour, Alhaji D4 are in support of Morocco, Spain and Portugal 2030 FIFA World Cup bid following the Atlas Lions' 4th finish in last year's edition in Qatar. The legends are in Morocco to drum support for its 2030 FIFA World Cup bid and attended the final of the 3rd edition of the Africa Cup of Nations Under-23 at the Prince Mauli Abdallah Stadium in Rabat, pitting defending champions Egypt and hosts Morocco.
Speaking after attending a one-day conference in Rabat that deliberated on ways in which the football game can be used as a tool of uniting and marketing the continent globally, the legends emphasized on the need for African governments to invest more in football infrastructure, which is key to their national team's success.
When we talk about infrastructure, etc., that you need to have a plan. And the plan is also adapted by the government. Not only by the football president. It's the football president who has to convince his government.
Morocco has started something better, and then it has manifested. Morocco went to the semi-final. You know, you could see what they are doing in their country, and everything is showing right now. You know, so, as I say, everything is all by plan and good infrastructure.
We have a second bid. We can get it. We can get it because nobody was believing we can get it in 2010. Today we have opportunity to get Morocco. It can go in. We have to follow them. We have to be focused behind them to help them to achieve this one because it will be a very good thing for Africa.
I'm staying in football. I'm here to help in my federation, to helping the young generation. What football did for me, I have to give back to the new generation.
South Africa was the first nation in the continent to stage the 2010 FIFA World Cup. The legends are in Morocco to drum support for its 2030 FIFA World Cup joint bid The North African country is among the front-runners in the race to host the 2025 AFCON finals, which, if granted, will be a preparation for staging the World Cup alongside its neighbors Spain and Portugal.
World number 1 Carlos Alcaraz is through to the last 16 of the Wimbledon tennis tournament after seeing off 25th seed Nicolas Jarry. Defending champion Elena Rybakina also progressed in the women's tournament after beating Britain's Katie Bolter.
Spanish player Carlos Alcaraz beat Nicolas Jarry 6-3, 6-7, 6-3, 7-5 in a third-round thriller to set up a last 16 duel against Italian Matteo Berrettini. Berrettini defeated German Alexander Zverev.
Berrettini, 3 sets for long, 6-3, 7-6, 7-6.
In the women's category, defending champion Elena Rybakina outclassed Britain's Katie Bolter.
And there's the break.
Last year's runners-up Ons Jabbar beat Bianca Andreescu 3-6, 6-3, 6-4 and set up a fourth-round meeting with two-time champion Petra Kvitova.
The defending champion Rybakina takes the opening set by 6 games.
And on that beat by Buckley Feather, we come to the end of Channel 1 Lunchtime News. That's it from the newsroom, but that is not all. Do log on to www.kbc.co.ke. My name is Irene Muchuma Udem. On sign language interpretation, we have Lensa Odinga on behalf of the entire team. Thank you for your time. Good afternoon.